Hello and welcome back to WesterosCraft Walks. I'm your host, Chris the Archer, and today we will be exploring the northern half of Duskendale. So the northern half of Duskendale is where a lot of the well-off citizens of the town live, and that's what we will be exploring today. Right now we are along the Duskendale Road. If we go further north, we are going to go to Hollard Castle, but that is going to be another video. So as we go through the gatehouse, let me talk about House Rykker. So House Rykker became the Lords of Duskendale after the Defiance of Duskendale in 277 AC. Their sigil consists of 2 black warhammers on a white saltire on blue. During a feast when Cersei Lannister first came to court, Lord Ryker made a joke about Tywin in response to Lord Owen Merryweather talking about raising taxes on wine. Tywin stared at him until Lord Ryker walked away. Sir Jeremy Ryker fought for King Aerys II during Robert's Rebellion during the sack of King's Landing. After the battle, he was given the choice of being executed or sent to the wall by Tywin, in which during a Game of Thrones, he is killed by a resurrected White at Castle Black. As of a feast for crows, Lord Renford Ryker is with Randall Tarley at Maidenpool, and that is really all we know about House Ryker so far. So this brothel we are in is called the Scarlet Shadow, as you can probably tell by the red plaster walls. So let's just take a look around here. Here's some place for drinks. If we go one more floor up, we have some of the rooms. This room is intentional. The furniture is supposed to be made out of carpet. Let's close the doors there. And this is a pretty high-class brothel, as you can probably tell. A lot of the ones that we have seen in the other videos or taken a short glimpse of have all been made of stone, where this just generally looks nicer and more colorful than those that the lower class people of Duskendale visit. So let's go outside. I don't think I can squeeze through there, but if we go, no, it is, yes. If we go back outside, we have this outdoor area with a few benches and a harper playing on a stage. Over here is another entrance to this back area, if people don't want to go through the brothel. And over here we have a secret passageway. If we go down, it leads us to a cave where we can potentially go out to the Blackwater Bay that way, but there are some iron bars on the door, so we can't, not the door, the cave entrance, so we can't really go out. So let's continue. You can see that a lot of the streets here are much cleaner than those in the southern half of Duskendale, so you don't have a bunch of carts, not as many market stalls in the way. Let's go into this tavern here. It's a small tavern. There's a Lannister Baratheon banner, so since the Duskendale, I believe, supported the Baratheons of King's Landing during the War of Five Kings. Over here we have this walkway. If we continue going down here, we'll get to a gate that lets us access the Dun Fort, but we won't be going down here. This is just a postern gate, I believe. Or it could be the main gate where the Rykers would go in and out of the city, because beyond that gate is the main entrance to the Dun Fort. If we go down these set of stairs, we arrive at the Shipyards of Duskendale. Here is where they build all the ships, either for war or for trading. This ship right here is in the process of having its sails put on the masts. Over here is the workshops, where here we have this is supposed to be a saw cutting a plank of wood, and a lot of lumber here that will eventually be cut into ship pieces so they can assemble it in the dry dock. Over here is the netting, or where they make the netting. Here's a machine that makes rope, I think. It's either netting or rope. But this is where they would make that. Over here we have the forge of the shipyards. Here they would make any metal parts for the ship. I think this is also where they make the chains as well. Down here we have a living area for the workers and the shipwrights. Here is a small kitchen and eating area, and if we go in here is a storeroom with some salt and fish. Upstairs we have the bunks for all of the workers, or some of the workers. They might be working in shifts. This is an area where they can hoist up supplies, or maybe put some things on the ships. If we go one more level up, we have the foreman of the shipyard, and this would be where he would work and sleep. It's a private area for him. So let's go back down. On the other side is the storage room for most of the supplies and everything else. So here, it's just a warehouse for lumber. It's all neatly piled up here. Back here we have the stairs for the upper levels of this warehouse, and we also have a door that leads out back. There's an area, a beach that over there that leads back to that secret entrance to the brothel. Up here it looks like they're making ropes for the ships, so the one downstairs is probably just for making nets then. So this is a very complex device. I really don't know how it works, but let's go back and go to the second level of the warehouse over here. Over here, this is where they would keep the anchor chains they would use to put anchors on the ships, and a bunch of other supplies here. Probably just some essential materials for shipbuilding. One more level up, here we have the storage room for all the sails that the ships need in order to move. And here we just have like this small crane to lift stuff between the second and third levels. Or this door here for anything coming from outside. It's getting a little late, so let's try to take a look at the rest of the shipyards before the sun goes down. So this ship over here, the Crossed Hammers, that ship is having its sails placed. And over on the left here, we have a dry dock where a ship here, the keel, and the hull of the ship is being placed. It's halfway completed, so it looks like it's going to take another few months or even weeks. Now there's a third ship over here which has completed, which has been completed and is most likely being inspected before it leaves for wherever it's going, maybe to support the Lannisters in King's Landing, or maybe on a trading expedition. And over here we have a lighthouse, or like a small beacon light that marks the entrance to the harbor. There's another one on the other side. I didn't explore that one when I was over on the poorer area of Duskendale. but you can always check it out yourself. Again, it's warp/Duskendale. So it looks like it's time for us to go find a bed. So if we go back up, nearby there is a captain's house, and you can tell that it's owned by a captain because it's right here. You can see that here there's just places that he's been, a map of Westeros. He's clearly sailed across the narrow and sunset seas to get to Lannisport, maybe even to Shipbreaker's Bay as well. Maybe he's from the Stormlands. This house actually does remind me a bit of the designs of the trading ships on WesterosCraft, so it's really fitting that a ship captain would have a house that kind of replicates that. And here would be the captain's bed, and we will be using that to go to sleep. Tomorrow we have some interesting places to explore, so let's go back down and head over to those places. So here we are back on that road that leads us to the Dun Fort. It looks like some of the banners haven't been completely replaced yet, but if we go up these stairs, we come to this street. Here we have a guild, the Carpenters Guild. There's a interesting wood carving over here, and if we go up, here we have kind of just like the offices and a meeting table for the guild members. And one more level up is probably where the people of the guild work. So you have a table here, a workshop bench, where they would possibly be training or like discussing new methods of wood carving. Over here we have a bakery, and if we pass that, we get to this large building here, which is a bathhouse. So this is somewhere where the upper class of Duskendale can come and socialize with their friends. So on the first level, there are a bunch of these large pools where it's like multiple people can bathe in them. So it's down here. We'll go upstairs in a second. And on the other side, we have even more pools. So here are two more right here, right across from each other, and they're this one's probably bigger than the other one. But if you don't want to bathe with people, there's an area upstairs where there are like private bathtubs. So here's a large one with a kind of like a divider. Here's one that's filled, and maybe someone's going to be eating grapes while they are soaking in the water. So let's continue. We just have a bunch more, and right over here we have a sauna, which I think is pretty cool. And here you can see we have the rocks and the smoke, the steam, which is made by using the smoke blocks that are usually used for chimneys. Up here we have this this area. This might have been like an old Sept tree or something for it to have a tower like here, and this would have been the bell tower that overlooks the surrounding area. So it might have been like a Sept tree or a holdfast that was just converted, which is a very common theme throughout the server. There are a lot of repurposed buildings. So this there is a lower area. If we can get past this door, this is where all of the boilers to heat the water for the for the pools on the first floor. So here you have a bunch of wood, and this is the giant boiler and the furnaces that for the one the first one that we saw, I think. So there are a lot more, but I don't want to stay here for long. Now, this tavern is actually a very special location. It just looks like an ordinary tavern. You can see there's nothing really here. There's the sign. But if we take a look over here, it's just like tables, chairs. One more level up, we might have, yes, we have a meeting area, just and one more level up, we have some rooms or just where the owner of the tavern would sleep. But if we go past this here and open up this not suspicious cabinet, we have a secret door that will take us to the black market of Duskendale. So if we go down here, down the stairs, there is this really sketchy area here. There are a lot of secret areas in many builds on WesterosCraft, so it's always good to explore it. Over here we have a sorcerer who performs sacrifices in this blood magic and sacrifices in this brazier. You will see which god they make those sacrifices to. Over here is a contraband weapons dealer. All of these weapons are most likely stolen. Here's some sour leaf, and over here we have there's the fighting pit. Over here is a brothel for the winner of the fighting pits, and they would enjoy themselves as a reward. Over here we have some rats being cooked. This table here is how you register for the fighting pits, and here is a shrine to the Lord of Light, which is the god that the sorcerer prays to. Over here is a very sketchy tavern. I don't want to drink anything that they serve. It would be very questionable indeed. So let's go back up. There is one location I want to explore before the sun goes down, if I can find my way out of here. So here we go. This is a secret location. Do not tell any of the guards of Duskendale. So if we continue over here, this section is divided by another section by a wall. This is one of the towers of the Dun Fort, with the wall separating the two areas of the northern part. Over here we have a sept. So it's a smaller sept than the one in the last episode. There are multiple septs around Duskendale. Over here we have the entrance down into the crypts, and as you can see, there is they have a very interesting way of burying their dead. But some of the higher class people of Duskendale can afford a grave in this graveyard here. So let's keep going down this main road. So if we go further down, there will be somewhere here will be an entrance to a manse at the northernmost part of Duskendale. So this manse belongs to the owner of the Duskendale Brewery on the other side of the city. In case you haven't watched that episode, it is part 1 of Duskendale. I will link it on the top right. So this area is for their, most likely for the servants. That is where they would cook the food for everyone in this small manor. Here are either guest rooms or rooms for their servants. up here is definitely an area for their servants. And over here, we just have some separate rooms, maybe for like the person who manages the manor. So let's go back down and go into the main part of the manor itself. So right underneath this nice canopy, I still don't know what it's called, but over here is the main area. This is the reception hall of the owner of the manse. And on the opposite side, we have a dining area and a small, maybe a small living space. And over here, we have an entrance to a small private garden, which they can, the family can just go out. They have some crops growing here, so they have a supply of food that they can access. A lot of the buildings over in this part of Duskendale have their own private farm land. And it looks like at that part, the part of the wall is crumbling. Let's go upstairs now. So this is a rather small manse, so there aren't a lot of beds. Here's a small room with a canopied bed, so this is where the nobles would sleep. Here's the privy. And if we go over here, this is the master bedroom, and where I will be sleeping for the night. Let's just go to sleep, and we will see one more location in Duskendale, which is the Dargood Manse. So House Darklyn, it isn't stated in canon that these are the cadet branches of House Darklyn, but houses Dargood, Darkwood, and Dark, spelled with an E at the end, are all supposedly cadet or possibly cadet branches of House Darklyn, and they do have residences in the area around Duskendale, which I will explore. So here we have this platform where a septon or someone religious would be preaching to the population with this part of Duskendale. And here is another gate. This one leads to the stables of the city, and there are a lot of stables. So maybe this is where the army of Duskendale has keeps their horses for whenever they need to ride into battle. This is a very big area. And on the other side, we have a bunch of wheelhouses. I don't know who this one would belong to, but it looks like they're either leaving or arriving. This one belongs to the Baratheons of King's Landing. This one belongs to the Freys. And this one curiously belongs to the Aarons. I wonder why they have one here for the House Aaron. Or maybe a Vale Lord. So over in the distance, you can see the gate we started at. And if we just take a look here, let me see if we can get higher. In the distance, you can see the Ryker Holdfast, which was the original castle of House Ryker before they were granted Duskendale. So let's go back inside and take a look at the Dargood Manse. So while we're walking there, I might as well just talk about the channel. So I think of my walks like I'm making a royal progress. So I choose a region and I choose a path through the region, and I visit all of the castles along the way. The castles that you all leave in the comments help determine what path I take through the region. So I will get to all of your castles whenever I get to their respective regions. So after Duskendale, I will be making a progress through the Reach, and then after the Reach, through Dorne. And that's or how I planned it. So here is the Dargood Manse. We have a few stalls in front and somewhere where a beggar is asking for monies, but you can see from the banners that this is it's very similar to House Darklyn. So here is the entrance hall. If we go right, we stumble across a living area with a table and a harp. Here is the kitchen. It's a small kitchen because there aren't that many occupants in this house, and this would probably be the maybe a formal dining room. Here's a block of cheese. Cheese is always good. And out here is like a small courtyard. You can kind of see like on the second floor there are a bunch of balconies that overlook this courtyard. So let's make our way upstairs. Here's another maybe a reception or solar area. Here it looks like the lady of the house is weaving cloth. And let's go upstairs. So let's take a look at the master bedroom first. So this is where the head of House Dargood would reside. Here is one of those balconies, and here's a writing desk, a shelf full of books, and the study. Here is a bathtub. I don't know if it's just for the house head, and here is his bed. Because I don't remember seeing any other bathtub, so maybe that is a family bathtub. So let's go up and get to the top of this tower, where we have a nice view of the entire town. So there you can see the Sept and some of the areas that we have explored. It's really breathtaking with the Distant Horizons mod, but I don't know if my graphics card can keep up, but we'll see. It's holding up so far. So here is the space for the other residents, the lady of the house, and maybe like a son or a guest bedroom. So this is the guest bedroom. It's a bedroom. It's a very small room with a canopy bed. And over here is the privy. There's really not much to see here. And over here we have most likely the lady of the house. This would be like a reception area where she has grapes. There's a fireplace over here, and over here is another balcony that overlooks the courtyard. It's right across from the canopy, the balcony on the other side. Here is a cradle there must be a new member of the Dargood family right now. So that's pretty much everything in this manse. So let's go and make our way over to the Dun Fort. I'm not going to explore the Dun Fort in this video because the Dun Fort is much larger than Stone Dance. It might be the same size as Eastwatch by the Sea, but it is big. So let's make our way over here. Over there is the gate that I ended the last video. So if you just take a left here, we have this gate here that leads to an area with some gallows in front of it, and keep going on this road, and we have arrived at the Dun Fort. So I think this is where I will end the video. Join me next week where I will be exploring the ruined castle of Summerhall. Harrenhal is still under construction, and many of the surrounding lands around the Dreadfort are still being built and terraformed. So thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Chris the Archer, and I will see you in the next video.